Kovalev Canelo, man?
Man, I think it's gonna be a pretty entertaining fight, man. I can't wait to these cats go at it, man. I gotta go with the natural, man. I gotta go with the natural at that weight, man. What you think about it?
I'm right there with you, man. Gotta be the natural, because Canelo's moving up, man. Two weight classes. You ain't never fought nobody this big.
Right, right. Yeah, I don't know what chances he stand, man. I don't see what he think he see. What's his reason behind doing it? It's a bunch of crazy crap. Oh,
Whoa,
oh,
whoa,
what's going on, man?
whoa. Who's this guy? Where's D-Style, bro? Oh man. I think we might have
Oh,
lost him, bro. Oh man. We got
let's see,
we got a surprise guest opening up the show, huh?
man. Halloween. How's it going, Jason? Well, since you're here, let's talk about some of these fights.
Yeah, man. What do you think about Berchelt versus Sosa, man? I think it's gonna be a war. What do you think, Reggie?
I think it's gonna be pretty good fight. I like that fight.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna roll with Berchelt, man. Who you got?
I'm gonna roll with that same choice, man. I'm going with that same choice.
All right. Jason, do you care to chime in? Who you got, man? You got Berchelt or Sosa? Sosa? No? Berchelt. Okay. How do you got him? On points? By knockout? Or by murder? Ah, okay. Okay.
Mhm.
We got you. All right. So, what about Canelo? Canelo versus Kovalev, man. How do you see that, JC? You see it being a war? A bloodbath? Oh, okay. Do you got Kovalev? Do you got Canelo? Oh, okay. Do you like him by decision? By knockout? By murder? Oh, okay. It's those hooks. Okay. Oh, I see. Like the machete, huh? Ah, all right, man. It's gonna be a bloody, bloody day, man. According to Jason, the expert
Bloodbath.
picks.
Yes,
The-
yes. Well, since we talk about fight nights on Saturday, let's go into some UFC talk. We got Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. Who do you got in that one? Do you got Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz? How do you got that? You got Diaz by decision? You got Diaz by knockout? How about submission? No chokes? Jason style. How about murder? Ah,
Mm.
so there we have it. Our three fights for Saturday.
Thanks to those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me on archive. DStyleBoxing being joined by G Funk. You want a piece of Jason G Funk?
I'm ready, man. Let's go, baby.
Let's get this going right now. What's going on to Reggie Owens? What's going on, Reggie?
What's happening, everybody?
All right, man. We got a hell of a show for you guys tonight. We'll see how long I need this mask on. I don't know yet. But check it out. Check out these notes, by the way. Look at these notes. G-Funk has joined the dark side. He is using Sharpie pens now. Ain't that right, G-Funk?
Oh, look at that! Look at that, man. You can make that out. Team Sharpie.
That's right. Well, Jason has Canelo. He likes those hooks, like with a machete. You know what I mean? So that's that. All right. But I think we all disagree with Jason. You know what I mean? There's going to be no murder. It's going to go with decision. I think we know who's going to win. Or maybe a late stoppage by Kovalev. We'll see. All right. But shout out to everybody. AJ10 in the house. No Paul Boxiano's in the house. AJ10 and No Paul, G-Funk 84 and everybody. G-Funk, talk to us, man. We have this fight November 2nd. It's under the radar. And it's under the radar because it's on November 2nd, the same day as Canelo Kovalev and the UFC fight. So you're talking about two, like no one's gonna pick for a shout Sosa. I'm sorry. However, it is a good fight. I'm definitely gonna DVR the shit out of that fight. So talk to us, G-Funk, about this fight, man. Berchelt Sosa, Puerto Rico against Mexico. Tell us how Berchelt's going to dominate because he's Mexican. No.
No, but you know, the Puerto Rico versus Mexico, that's the best rivalry in boxing, man. I mean, what more could you ask for? But you know, I really am a little bit pissed off that this fight is on Saturday because it's on the Canelo Kovalev the same night, and you know, it's unfortunate I'm going to have to miss it live to watch the Kovalev Canelo fight. But I think this is going to be a hell of a fight, man. Both of these guys, you know, we got Berchelt, who's 36-1 with 32 knockouts. Jason Sosa, 23, 3 losses, 4 draws, and 16 wins by KO. Berchelt is 5'7". He's got a 71-inch reach. He's an orthodox fighter. And Sosa is 5'6" and 67-inch reach. And he's an orthodox fighter as well. He's been in there with a couple of good guys, Gamboa, and of course we know he was in there with Lomachenko. Berchelt has those nice wars with Francisco Vargas. Those were good fights also. And I think this fight is going to be a hell of a fight, man. You know, both of these guys don't mind getting down and dirty in there. They don't mind going down to the body. Berchelt has got that classic Mexican left hook to the body. You know, he likes to throw that thing a lot. And, you know, Sosa throws some good hooks as well. I think this is going to be one of those bouts that whoever's got that strength that night, and whoever could, you know, show that they're mas chingon that night, you know, they're going to win, man, because these dudes, man, they get down in the ring, man. And I'm just really mad that it's going to be on the same night as Canelo Kovalev. But I'm going to take Berchelt, man. I just think he's a little bit better. And plus, I'm a little bit biased because I am Mexican, you know. So, but that's how I see it, man. I think it's going to be a good barn burner, man. I really do. If I could quote the great Jim Ross from WWE. Well, now he's on the All Elite Wrestling. But, you know, I think it's going to be a really good fight. Is it on regular ESPN or is it on ESPN Plus? Anybody know that?
Plus. No, actually, no. The Plus is the UFC. I believe this is going to be on AXS or Access TV, I believe.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to look for that then. So I'm definitely going to have to DVR that so I can go back and watch it. Because this is going to be a really good fight, man. I'm looking forward to this one. But, you know, we got the big guns on Saturday night. So this one, unfortunately, going to have to take a back seat. And, you know, shame on Top Rank for doing that, man. I mean, that's just sad. You know, a fight this good should be on regular ESPN, and people should, you know, there should be more people be more interested in this fight, man. But you know, we got the big guns on Saturday too, so that's the way I see it, man. I think it's going to be a war, and I'm giving it to who I think could outlast the other guy, and I think that's Miguel Berchelt, man. So I'm going with him.
Well, there you go, man. I'm rolling with Berchelt as well. Thank you to Nopal Boxiano. So we need Canelo Appreciation Day before he possibly becomes Kovalev's second RIP. Holy smokes. Well, we know Jason like that, right? But man, it's going to be a great fight. Puerto Rico, Mexico. This fight should have been on ESPN Plus maybe next weekend or something. Why are they putting it on the same day? I have no idea. Reggie, you got a quick prediction for this fight?
No, I can't make a call on it, but I think Bob is making a mistake trying to compete with this event. I think overall, man, Bob's making some horrible mistakes when it comes to the way he's leading the path of some fighters' career. Like you said, this fight shouldn't be going up against a big event like that. These guys should have a date set aside where people can watch them put on the war versus having to catch a replay of it. So I don't know what the hell, Bob. He's trying to compete with other promotions when this fight can't match up to major events in boxing and in the UFC. He's losing it, man. But that's all I got on that. Well, I can't make a call on the fight.
I agree. No Pablo Santos and Berchelt can't lose right now. Absolutely not. What's up to the boxing historian? What's going on, man? 92 AKU E. Woodson on here. What's up, guys? Make sure you guys throw a jab. If you're listening on archive, throw a jab at the like button. Make sure the like button turns blue. If you haven't already, do it. Speaking of UFC, Reggie, Diaz, Masvidal. How do you see this fight going, man?
Man, that's gonna be a pretty entertaining, real entertaining fight there, man. I like both of these fighters, man. Jorge Masvidal, this dude was legit to me when I was watching him fight on those Kimbo Slice videos. Him in the backyard events. Uh, the dude earned a lot of my respect. Nate Diaz as well. I like how Nate Diaz and his brother, where they buck up against the system. I like anybody who challenges a system that has so many flaws to it. And that's what Nate Diaz and his brother have stood up against when it comes to them against the UFC, other Strike Force, the other promotions they've been into. And these dudes are proven guys. I like what Nate Diaz did by knocking off that hype train, Conor McGregor, added more respect to him. I like when Nate Diaz went in there and beat the brakes off of the hype train before Conor, which is Cowboy Cerrone. I liked it that. But this dude has a pretty good record. He's been in a lot of fights. He has a lot of losses, which are kind of controversial when it comes to his record. I thought he won that second Conor fight, but he has a record 20 wins, 11 losses. But that doesn't mean anything. This dude is well schooled in the sport of boxing, which is a major thing for me. Anybody who stands out in boxing, you always heard of him in sparring with Kendall Holt, him and his brother being well versed in boxing, and you see it inside that UFC octagon where they get in there and they're punching on a lot of the opposition that is in that sport. The same thing with Jorge Masvidal. Jorge has great boxing background along with his street fighting tutelage, and now going into the sport, learning to mix it up, and he's proven himself. He went in there, dusted off that hype train that what's this clown? Dana White brought over there in a trade. He traded one of the greatest mixed martial arts artists in history, in Mighty Mouse Johnson, to bring in this cat. I can't even think of the cat he brought in there, but Masvidal, within like 10 seconds, ran across the ring and kneed the shit out this dude. And then got the punching him. And then you get these cornballs out the media who ask, oh, why would you hit him after the bell and this and that? And I love Masvidal's response. That's why I made a video of it, where he stated it was very necessary. And he made an example of dusting that dude off. Masvidal, he's going to come into this event with a record. Let me get into his record: 34 wins, 13 losses. So he's been very active in this quick career. The only thing with Diaz's career is they've been put on shows by Dana White coming over into this promotion. And it's an unfortunate thing, but this is going to be a great styles matchup right here. A great styles matchup because both fighters can fight standing up. I'm not sure how I don't know if Diaz has lost anything, but based on how active Masvidal is, I have to side with him just from him being a more active fighter. And this is probably going to I can't see him knocking Diaz out, but there's that possibility is always there because the guy can punch. But I've got Masvidal being victorious in this event right here. But it's going to be a great bout. So Diaz can crack, Masvidal can crack. So it kind of nullifies things. Now, if he lets Diaz tie him up, that's the other damn thing. That's what makes it hard. Diaz grabs this guy, submission time. So this is kind of now that I'm thinking about it, it's a toss-up for me. But if he can keep away from Diaz and put them hands on him, he's going to knock this cat out. But that's all I got on that one.
There we go, man. I got Diaz in this fight, man, but I'm not going to act like I know. You know what I mean? So I like Masvidal too, though. Quick prediction. What do you think, G-Funk, who's going to win?
I'm rolling with Diaz too, man, because he's local. He's from around where I'm from. So I'm going to roll with him. You know, I'm biased. I'll admit it. I know the other dude is nice, though, but I got to roll with the local boy, man. So I'm rolling with Diaz.
There you go. California love. Okay, that's what that is.
That's right.
G-Funk, I was born ready. We'll see. I put the link out. I'll put it again later on. Whoever wants to come on and wants that smoke. You guys been, why you guys thought about this? Well, we're going to have the open forum right now. I have a feeling none of these Canelo dudes going to show. I just know it. Okay.
Yep.
We'll see. 92.8K. We'll see if he actually clicks on the link. But we'll see. We will get there. Crown Jewel from WWE. Okay.
WW.
Look, man, We're gonna have Fury versus Braun Strowman and Velasquez versus Lesnar. I mean, they're promoting this thing as Velasquez might become the first person in history to wrestle one match and become WWE champion. Right? Is that going to happen? I don't think so. They're going to come up with some bullshit, bro. Okay. I don't know if anybody's seen the terrible acting that they did where they were like in the doctor's room and then Lesnar came in and ambushed them and F5'd. Okay. He put Cain Velasquez through a table, bro. Okay. And Velasquez was holding his stomach in pain. I don't know why wrestlers do that when you get put through a table, but I guess that's how they sell pain. But nonetheless, and then of course, you have Tyson Fury with the worst acting ever, acting like his ankle was hurt, okay? In a footage where he was practicing how and learning how to wrestle, and he got ambushed by Braun Strowman. No, nobody saw Braun Strowman get in the ring, by the way, okay? So anyway, these two guys, man, Fury, Velasquez are going to be going to Saudi Arabia. They're probably getting paid a lot of money, okay? And they're going to be doing what they're doing. I don't think Fury's making 15 million, but he's probably making 1 million, which is a lot to do that. Okay. And, but then again, I don't know. I don't know what he's getting paid. Right. But I do believe that more likely Fury will get the win over Braun Strowman, so nothing's on the line, and they'll find a way for Lesnar to either get disqualified or beat Velasquez to retain his title. Right, unless they do something crazy and Velasquez is the champion all of a sudden. I don't know. Okay, and but we'll see. I don't know. I think Fury's gonna win by share shot to the head or something like that. Okay, and then it's gonna land a leg drop. That'll be hilarious to watch. Which I hope he doesn't do. You could fuck up your lower back doing leg drops in that ring, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. That tailbone in the back and all that. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll see what he does. G-Funk, do you foresee Fury doing anything crazy in that ring?
Absolutely not. I don't see him doing anything crazy because from what I have seen already, it has not looked good. Right. That's for sure. So I don't see them, trying to get him to do anything crazy in the ring. He already has a hard time pulling his punches on guys. Yeah. He's in there with those referees that time when they was trying to separate him from Strowman. He's throwing punches and it just didn't look good, Yeah. And
what about Velasquez though? What you think he'll look good against Lesnar?
Well, I mean, I give him a better shot at looking better than Tyson Fury because he's got the wrestling background. I mean, and again, amateur wrestling is not like pro wrestling, but at least how to put holds on a guy.
He's done lucha libre and stuff like that. But well, I mean, we will see. You think he wins the title?
No, absolutely not. No, they're not going to get rid of. They're not going to take the strap off of Brock Lesnar for him.
You're a traitor, bro. I thought you went for the raza. Like, what's going on over here?
I want him, man. I want him to, but I just don't see it. The way Vince McMahon does things, man, I don't see that happening.
What do you think, Reggie? What do you think Tyson Fury can do something crazy in his match?
Hell yeah, he is.
You think so?
Yeah, because I don't think he want to go back into boxing, man. I think this dude's he's gonna definitely do something stupid.
What do you think he's gonna do? Like go through a flaming table or something? Like what?
Man, I can see him doing that shit Hulk Hogan used to do off the ropes, jumping. I can see him doing leg drops. He gonna do something stupid as hell. Get clothesline out the ring, something crazy. So he gonna definitely do something crazy.
Well, we will see, man, because WWE is putting a lot of money, bro, because they're getting paid a lot of money by the Saudis. So this is what they're giving them. You know what I mean? This is the event they're giving them, and they're hoping that this sells for them. I don't know how it's going to go from, of course, but, man, they're promoting the hell out of it. A lot of wrestlers are salty, though. Like they're kind of, they're kind of mad that these two outsiders are coming in and they're getting paid the money they're getting paid.
I would be too.
You would be too. Would you be angry, Reggie, or would you be happy that they're giving them exposure? You could look at it both ways.
Hell no, I'll be angry too, because that's the thing that turned me from the UFC, because the UFC was doing the same thing, bringing Brock Lesnar over there, paying him more than guys who took the sport serious. Then this guy comes over there every time and he's a steroid popper. I'll be pissed for that. For if I'm a dude who takes the sport serious, and this is a sport I dedicate my time and training to, hell yeah, I'll be pissed off.
I think that the point you made about how it probably will get more exposure, for WWE, but it's different though because I don't see Tyson Fury doing this for years to come. I don't know about Velasquez. I don't know if he has an ongoing contract with the WWE, but like it's kind of like I don't know. If you've seen that Andre the Giant documentary, D-Style, that
Yes.
came out, like how he was talking about how Andre the Giant was like the guy, and he had to get Hogan over the top at WrestleMania 3 because he knew that if Hogan became that guy, that it would take wrestling to another level. I just don't see that here with with Fury or Velasquez. I mean, it might help out like right now in the moment, but I think long term, I don't think it helps out, man. And I would be pissed, man, if I was a guy coming up through the ranks, and a lot of these guys, they were jobbing for guys, they've been stuck in the mid card, and then it looks like it could be a time for them to go up to the main event time, and now you got these guys who've never even done anything in professional wrestling, coming in.
Well, here's the thing: life's unfair, and sometimes guys just, obviously the dudes they got now ain't moving anything. You know what I mean?
No.
Like the ratings are worse than ever. The attention is worse than ever. So,
do you think this is due to the new All Elite? You think that it's because a lot of new stuff has been coming out ever since that happened?
This is because the Saudis are paying them a lot of money for attractions. That's what this is. You know what I mean? And they got the money to do it. So,
what about the Friday Night Move for SmackDown onto Fox 40? You think that has anything or not? It's Fox 40 here, but Fox.
No, because they had that contract already done before All Elite Wrestling had to deal with TNT. You know what I mean? So that was already going to happen. But by the way, they need to change a lot of that. But that's that.
I like the All Elite, man. It's good, man. I like watching it.
We're gonna get ready here for the feminine ass hoe of the week. Who are the candidates, Reggie Owens?
Man, I got two candidates for this week's feminine asshole of the week. And that's going to be Gervonta Davis and Joette Gonzalez. And
give us the reasons. Well, first, give us the reasons for each guy. Why are these guys nominated for feminine asshole of the week?
Absolutely. So this one's going to go for Tank Davis being nominated is his call out for Josh Taylor after his victory in that tournament. Now here comes Tank Davis with the clout chase, speaking about what he can do to this dude, about him knocking this guy out, stopping Josh Taylor, who sits at 140 pounds. Now Tank Davis hasn't even proven himself at 135, just moving into the division. And who is he fighting? He's fighting a guy, Yoris Gamboa, who is relatively way past his prime, way past doing anything, way past being seen in the game until earlier this year. But this is not who Tank should be going in. All Gamboa is a name who is kind of seeing his best of days, and now all of a sudden they're matching Tank Davis up with him when there's other competition in the division. Now when Lomachenko was making his comments and calling Tank Davis out, you can hear a damn pin drop. Tank Davis won't respond to that dude. Now we got Devin Haney sitting in the division as well. Tank Davis is in line to fight him. Where's Tank Davis' call for Devin Haney? So for him to speak and move around, clearing out this division, even taking a bite of the food that's on this full plate, sitting at 135, he's looking elsewhere, calling out a dude who we know damn well he won't step in the ring to fight. Tank Davis needs to get his ish together within his own division. He needs to get his ish correct in his career. Focus on what he needs to do in his career rather than looking upwards, looking downwards, and all around, rather than calling for the fights he should be taking in his own division. But I think something's going to happen in his division when he steps up. The kid's not focused enough with that talent. Now, moving over to Joette, the reason why I nominate him is because of all the ish that's going on between him and his disdain for Shakur Stevenson, who loves his sister. But now following this fight, after he was schooled, outclassed, couldn't even perform himself inside that ring against Shakur Stevenson, he's still coming out, trying to dog Shakur and his accomplishments within the sport by stating that Shakur is a good fighter, but he's not great, and making up all these other excuses and crap. But you got in that ring, you look like Ish. The dude embarrassed you. Walking out of that ring following the defeat to not even want to give an interview, not stay until the announcement is made was the most hoish ish I've seen in a long time in this sport, along with the other racial ish that they bring into this whole saga between the two. But as the winner for this week, it's going to go to Joette Gonzalez for being a true hoe to the sport of boxing. So it's Joette Gonzalez. And that's who I got for my feminine asshole of the week.
Damn, bro. Like you really went in on it. You went in on the dude, bro. Okay. But it's time for another segment here. All right, and not to be out chatting, we're gonna do two of them for you. All right. We're gonna do two of them for you guys. The baby nuts of the week. Who is the baby nuts of the week? Talk to us.
That's right, eh? I'm here. I'm ready anytime. D-Style, you know I'm ready for you anytime. When you want a piece of this, eh? I'm ready. And I'm here to tell you guys about the baby nuts of the week, eh? It's the baby nuts of the week. Are you Canelo fans out there? All you Canelo fans that are coming out now supporting Canelo against Kovalev, the Crusher. Where were you at when my son Robert was taking on Floyd? You did not give him any support. You guys turn your back on him, man. He's a warrior, eh? He's a warrior. And he went in there and that Mayweather ran for my son. He ran, eh? And you guys didn't complain. You didn't say anything, eh? And who's this Vato? Who's this guy? What's up, eh? You want some of this, eh, or what? Look at this guy thinking. Look at this guy. Metallica. What is this? What's this? That music is not good, eh? That's a bunch of noise, eh? A bunch of screaming, eh? You go listen to that music, Holmes. You listen to some oldies, eh? Like me. When I get in my lowrider, eh, and I cruise, I listen to some oldies, eh? Not Metallica. What is this, eh? What's with this guy? Anyway, back to you Canelo fans. You guys should have supported my son Robert. You were never there for him. And that's why you guys are baby nuts of the week this week. Charlie Holmes. Okay. It's like that, huh? It's like that, eh?
I got your son's foot right here.
You never got my son's foot, eh? My son is a warrior, eh?
That's why he can't even move his feet no more. Okay, that's why dude's been flat-footed for 10 years. He can't get on his toes no more.
Charlie, eh? When my son was at lightweight, eh? He was the man, eh? And he moved up to fight that chicken Mayweather, and he ran from him, eh? And those Canelo fans, you were never there for him. You never supported him, eh? That's right, eh?
With that said, so that is your official baby nuts of the week. So here's what I'm going to do. All right. I have the link on here. You guys have been asking for it. 92 AKU. I mean, you said you want to come in. Chicano Prophet. I know Canelo's your dude and all that. Why don't you come on? We will see. All right. There's the link. And while we wait to see if anybody wants to come on, Reggie, talk to us. How do you see this fight going?
Man, I see this fight ending possibly bad for Canelo, man. I'm trying to see what Canelo's going to do. I think the mistake. What's up, AK? I think Canelo's making a mistake of thinking he's going to find something. Him thinking that the only way to victory is to attack the body. Now, when that goes out the window, what is plan B? And that's my thing. What adjustments can Canelo make in this fight? Because to go to the body, all Kovalev has to do is take a step back, maintain the range, step back. Now, how does I will have an AKU? Now, what happens to to Canelo once he takes a shot and he feels that this dude is a very powerful fighter? How does Canelo respond to it? I just don't know. And then also, we don't know what things they may be working on inside that gym with him. Could Kovalev be doing some body work? Kovalev does attack to the body pretty well. And that's the thing people overlook with him. He shoots straight shots down to the body when he's in close enough from that jab position. He does also wing off hooks down to the body. Now, he's hitting at a much higher impact than any of the biggest punchers that Canelo's ever faced. And he hasn't faced too many punchers, which I don't think that prepares him for this division. I don't think any of that prepares him for this 175 position, because he hasn't felt any of the power. He hasn't felt power from a true puncher in his career yet. So I think it can turn out to be a massive cherry pick that goes wrong. Let me open. Let's let AKU up in here. What's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up, guys?
You know, you could like go like this. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know, it's all good.
I'm about
Too late. No, you're right. You're good. You're good.
Let's do this real quick, man. Let's let him present his position, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead, brother.
Jason picked Canelo, by the way. All right, go ahead.
What's up, guys?
What's up, man? Thanks for coming on.
Hey,
what's up?
Reggie, D-Style, salute. Yeah, I got Canelo. I got Canelo by unanimous decision. I think he's gonna be faster. He's more experienced. He has more fights than Kovalev. And his defense is way better. So he's gonna have to get inside, get through those jabs. And I see it as a close fight. It's gonna be a close fight, and close fights go Canelo's way. So I got Canelo by UD.
Well, I agree with you on that, man. He's gotten a lot of close decisions for sure, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Do you see any way Kovalev wins this fight?
Yeah, all day today I've been thinking, like, I can see Kovalev winning, I can see Canelo winning. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Kind of want to take the odds on Kovalev because plus 300. My boy Richard Dwyer's picking Kovalev.
Did he remind you that he's just a complete stranger online?
Yes, I have to take that. I have to take that in consideration. He is just
every time.
He's just a complete stranger. It's just a second opinion. That's all.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to ask you. Now, Canelo, okay, he's got quick hands. I'll give him that. Probably most likely quicker than Kovalev's. Do you think that he's got the legs though to outbox him? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't think he really plans on going in and trying to get to this guy's body the way most people think, man. I really don't think he's trying to do that.
You think he's just gonna box?
I think honestly, I think that would probably be his best bet.
Because his arms are too short to box from the outside. I think he has to go inside. He's like 5'7", 5'6".
Yeah, 5'8" on a good day. But I think that if he does try to come in like most people are anticipating, I think he's going to get caught with something big on the way in. And Canelo, I mean, his defense has improved over the years. His head movement, side to side, up and down. But I have noticed with him, and even in the last fight with Daniel Jacobs, he gets lazy sometimes. He'll just stand there with a high guard and stand in front of guys. You're going to stand like this in front of Kovalev, man. That's going to be some problems, man. I think it's going to take him a lot of energy to dodge punches, slip punches. And if he plans on moving a little bit, he's going to get tired, man, I think.
Hey, do you guys think he's going back to 160 after this fight?
Probably 168 or some type of catch weight against somebody else.
Okay.
I don't anticipate him staying at win, lose, or draw. I don't think he stays at light heavyweight. What about you, Reggie?
No, because I don't think he's gonna survive in this fight, man. I definitely. What is Canelo's plan B in this fight? If he's hit with something that's just too impactful, and he goes in here and he's receiving so much damage, because Kovalev may not be the most powerful puncher in this division. Now, to speak on Beterbiev, like Andre Ward was stating, this guy Beterbiev throws his punches with his whole body into it, and the impact of his punches are very severe. This dude is almost an unstoppable force. What can Canelo hit Beterbiev with that will affect him, that Beterbiev will hit him with, that's going to affect him?
I put on this mask, bro, because all this propaganda from the Canelo thing is, I don't know, man.
Yeah, because the thing with me is like, what I was about to say, the thing for me is Canelo's power has never really shown in any of the divisions he's fought in. 154, he didn't show this great level of power against upper echelon fighters. At 160, it didn't show. He's going in here against a guy who's arguably, not even arguably, this guy is the strongest puncher Canelo's ever faced. And now we're going to see how Canelo reacts to it. And for this plan to be about a body attack, it takes more than just attacking Kovalev to the body. Because even when he was hurt to the body against what's that cat? Anthony Yard. It took more than just attacking him to the body to get him out. The guy couldn't get him up out of there, and he recovered. So what is the plan B for Canelo? What can he do in this fight?
No, I have to disagree. He showed power. He showed power versus Trout after he beat Cotto, and he beat Triple G. He backed up Triple G in the second fight. If you don't got power, you're not backing up Triple G.
Well, that's true. That's true. Triple G's a bitch. That's why he backed up. All right. No, seriously. All right.
I'm about to go in
because he was like, "Oh, look, fight me Mexican style." And then what happened? Well, what happened when he stood in front of him? All right. Let me tell you guys something. Okay, best fight the best. I hear you. Canelo's fighting for a reason. Canelo fights everybody for a reason, but he doesn't knock everybody out. Like, this dude knocked out Amir Khan and who else? Rocky Fielding.
Yeah,
but
bro,
we got
a stiff win can knock out fucking Amir Khan. Hold on.
We got No Paul here, so No Paul.
What's up, No Paul? What's up, bro?
Hey, how's everybody doing? Reggie, G-Funk 92AQ, and D-Style. How you guys doing?
Doing
good, man. Good.
Well, nice to see you guys. Anyways, I wanted to something that I haven't heard anybody speak on is as far as Canelo is. I don't know if you guys noticed the way he fought Jacobs the last time. It was kind of like a deceptive way to win. It's like what you do is he was fighting him kind of like at a distance, and every time Jacobs would go in, he would kind of go back a little bit, and then Jacobs would then go back, and then Canelo would go in, making it seem like he was willing to exchange a lot. You know, kind of like a style where I've seen I think Keith Thurman beat Danny Garcia the same way, kind of like making it look like he's willing to do a lot of exchanging in there. And I think that a couple times that they did both exchange, I think they both caught each other with shots, you know. But what I'm saying is Canelo seems to every time he fights a different style of fighting, he like picks up things here and there, and that's the one thing I seen him pick up off of Jacobs. I think he learned that from fighting Triple G. Maybe he caught it from him, but because I know he didn't use that versus Triple G, he didn't fight him at a distance or in the second fight. But I think he's going to try to use that versus Kovalev. That's the only thing I think is going to work. But as far as Kovalev's shots, I think the jab might be long jab to the body. That's a punch that I'm worried about. And his long jab, I think that because it's longer and it's going to be from more far away, I think Canelo has a chance to move out the way. But I mean, damn, I usually bet heavy on Canelo, but this one's kind of hard. And I would never bet against him because I feel like that's bad luck, you know, to bet against somebody you're rooting for. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
Who wants to go first? You in D-Style, Reggie, or
you guys go?
Yeah, my thing is with the Danny Jacob comparison, man. That was almost a battle, and I think with the style you're saying Canelo was using is that Canelo is losing a lot in his mobility. His knees are going bad. The other reason why he's not using a lot of mobility is because of the cardio issues. That's something he has never been able to change. And I think it's probably why the clenbuterol thing came into play. But there's some issue with the cardio. Not sure what kind of roll work he's putting in. We don't know anything. I don't even see film of him doing it, but a lot of people don't release it. But that shows a sign that he's not doing the cardio work. He's probably spent a lot of time inside that ring, finding other ways of doing this cardio thing. He's a pretty bulky, short dude. So with him having cardio issues at lower weights, and along with these knee issues, him having to going to have surgery, he's going in here against a bigger dude. Those cardio issues are going to start to affect him, especially if Kovalev can press the action. This dude's packing on muscle, carrying unnatural muscle, packing it on, especially in such a short turnaround. That can affect him because your lungs probably ain't used to that, and ain't too sure what kind of sparring he's getting inside of his camp. This Kovalev is a different dude, man. This is what Andre Ward did to him. It took a lot of work. It ain't like Andre Ward walked through Kovalev. In that first fight, he gave Andre Ward a hell of a fight, and a lot of people were up in a toss-up over who won that one. In that second fight, Andre Ward had to put in work. He found the target to the body. It ain't like you can hit Kovalev with a shot, and now he's hurt. That's what Andre Ward had to work for, had to press, had to adjust, and Andre Ward speaks on that. The same thing with Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde had to work to get to this guy's body, along with taking all those heavy-ass shots. And he found a break of getting on the inside late in the fight, and he still couldn't get the guy up out of there because the will of Kovalev is, if his body has anything in it, he's going to stand to his feet. So it's going to be a lot of work for Canelo. And who is Canelo hurt? Canelo ain't hurt nobody of relevance within the sport. Nobody.
Yeah, if I could speak on the Jacobs fight. Go ahead, no, Paul. Go ahead.
Let me read out. At this level, Reggie, once you hit this level, it's not really about having power. And I've always said that Canelo probably has like welterweight power. And I always thought that he should have never went past welterweight because of his size, you know. But somehow he was eating too much tacos and started beefing up somehow. And a
lot of meat in those tacos.
Power, I mean, when you get to this level of fights, I mean, who has knocked out Austin Trout? Nobody. He's fought against Charlo, and he's fought against Andre. That guys didn't get close to knocking him out, and those fights are virtual. So what I'm saying is that this power, that's why they call it pound for pound. You face your guys to knock them out. You figure out a way to keep them off you a little bit. But I understand. I mean, he doesn't have much power. A lot of people overrate his power. But then again, you know, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, but here's my thing about this. People are predicting Canelo to stop Kovalev.
Yeah,
people are predicting him to knock the dude out.
And I say it's going to be like Rocky Fielding, bro. Rocky Fielding.
Rocky Fielding is trash, right? So I got to tell you guys something right now, okay? Look, Canelo didn't knock out Chavez Jr. I know who did stop him, though. I know who made him quit.
Yeah, light heavyweight.
A light heavyweight.
Exactly. Right? Size matters. I don't care if it's shit what anybody says. Right? Now, and Best Fight the Best saying he will stop Kovalev. We will see. But I know some others that are picking to win by confidence, mid round stoppage, and he's gonna attack the body. Man, if you guys, let me tell you something. Best Fight the Best. Let me tell you something, man. Canelo's gonna get hit with a right hand like he's never felt before, and that dude's gonna get on his bicycle and try to outbox Kovalev. Right? I don't see it. I don't see it. This dude couldn't stop Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. He couldn't stop him. I'm just saying.
Right, man. And my thing is this: everybody that's picking Canelo keep thinking that it's going to be so easy for him to get there, just body and get him out of there. I mean, he's been in there with Eleider Alvarez twice, who I believe is a much harder puncher than Canelo. Watching those fights this week, I seen him get hit with combinations to the body from him. And, it's not like he was hurt. Not like he went down in the first fight, knocked him out with a headshot. Yarde, did some good body work also. But my thing is this, like, we keep talking about how Kovalev is going to respond when Canelo gets his body, but how is Canelo going to respond once he gets hit from a light heavyweight, someone that's bigger than him and that's got more power than him? I mean, he's shown a great chin up to now, but he's always usually outweighed his opponents to this point. You know what I'm saying? So now he's going to be outweighed this time. That's the real mystery to me, is how is he going to deal with the power once he gets hit?
Yo, guys, what about the legendary sparring rumor that Triple G knocked down Kovalev? You guys take that into consideration? No?
I don't know. I mean, it could be true. I don't know. 50-50 for me.
There's too many variables in sparring, you know, like too many variables to kind of look at. One, you know, there's a lot of guys that got the best of Mayweather in training.
Yeah.
Spadafora.
Yeah, Spadafora. You know what I mean?
Spadafora back in the day. And there's actually footage of that, too.
Peterson's camp came out and started talking about how, you know, they're the next generation and Floyd should retire after a sparring session. So there's only so much we could take out of that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Fair enough.
Like,
yeah, I don't see it, man.
It's practice.
Go ahead, Reggie.
I mean, sparring is practice. I mean, we're talking about practice, guys.
Practice?
Yeah.
Practice.
Allen Iverson.
Yeah. Hey,
but what if Canelo wins? Are you guys gonna give him his credit?
the boxing thing not being about power, and
Yeah, of course.
I'm a big time believer in that. But the thing in this situation,
I think he's
in
gonna be
this
making
situation is that you're dealing.
Instagram video with hello, my boxing friends.
What'd you say?
Oh, go ahead, AKU.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
You're a little bit low. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I think Canelo has the skill. I think he's gonna pull it off. With the help of the judges, that is. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you know, that's something that has to be really a consideration, because we've seen it before. Like, he's been in close fights with Trout. He's been in close fights with Lara.
This is the foot of
G.
the judge that scored 117, 112 last week.
Yeah, there's always one lopsided card, man, in his fights. And that's the thing that just bothers me, man, with boxing. I mean, it's not his fault that he's popular, but it is his fault that he won't give these guys a shot. That's another thing that I don't like about Canelo, is that, you know, he's in there. Didn't want to see him again. He's in there close with Trout. Didn't want to see him again.
Well, he wasn't.
No, I just say right now, Erislandy Lara and Trout.
But I mean, Canelo's fighting guys. His resume is just like one of the best. He's fought guys when he didn't have to. He didn't have to fight Trout. He didn't have to fight.
Yeah, he did. Well, why not? Whoa. Let me stop.
He had to fight those guys.
Wait. I got it. Well, why didn't he have to fight Trout? He should have just ducked everybody, or what?
No, there was other 154s. Also, his promoter didn't want him. You see, when other promoters don't want you.
Bro, it was a perfect time to fight Trout. What do you mean?
Perfect.
Like, you're supposed to fight the best, bro. Like, you're supposed to take on all comers. That's what boxers are supposed to do.
Well, the reason why these fights happened was because, you know, he was getting all this praise. He was gifted a belt, and these guys like Trout and Lara, who were in the same division, that had to go through, you know, a different route. They're like, well, what's up? Let's get this thing going, you know.
Shout out to No Paul with that $4.99.
Right, but what I'm saying is that those were two close fights, and you know, when they both called for a rematch, it didn't happen.
But who did he go to fight after that? Didn't he go fight?
But here's my thing, right?
He fought Angulo.
I want to backtrack a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. All right. So this dude hadn't fought anybody. Can we agree he had not fought anybody when he got his first title shot?
No.
So what?
No.
We agree.
I don't think
there are a lot of boxers.
I think we agree there. Do you agree that it was bullshit that he got to fight at a 150-pound catch weight for his first ever title, by the way, for a 154-pound title against Matthew Haddon, who was a 147-pounder that was not even in the top 10, right? Who moved up to fight him for a vacant title. I believe this Trip Martinez. I don't remember exactly what happened with that WBC title. Okay, but the fact check on that, AJ10. But as far as that goes, do you not agree that was bullshit? And then, by the way, he didn't even make that weight. he didn't make the catchweight that he proposed, and he got to fight for a title anyway, right? So that's where the criticism started. So then when he finally fights Trout, which he was supposed to do, okay, because that was one of the other guys considered the best in that division at that time, I just don't want to hear, okay, well, he didn't have to fight Trout. What do you mean he didn't have to? He should have fought Trout.
Here's something you left out, D-Style.
Yeah.
Remember when Cotto fought Trout at Madison Square Garden, Canelo was ringside because he was supposed to fight Cotto because that was supposed to be a walk in the park for Cotto.
Right. That's
turned out different, you know?
I just think that all these guys should have to fight each other. I don't believe in the so he doesn't have to fight that guy or he didn't have to, or like I don't know if you're arguing from the standpoint of he could have gotten away with it if he wanted to.
No. I'm saying he gets credit. He gets credit because how many times we wanted to see the best in the division fight each other and it doesn't happen. More like 90% of the time. I
agree. I want him to fight the best at 160.
Right. There's a lot of smoke there for him, man. The Charlo brothers, they could have got it on. Demetrius Andre.
Wait. This is all right. The Charlo brothers. This is what I wanted to talk about. Why are the Charlo? You just said Canelo didn't fight? He didn't deserve to win a chance at the title. Who did Charlo fight to win that to become a W? He's already the WC champion. Who did he beat to become a champion at 160?
They upgraded. Let's do this dumb crap the WBC is doing.
Shout out to the franchise. Hold on. Shout out to Chicano Profit with that, bro. But here's my thing though. Like this, first of all, Charlo, he didn't get it from a dude in a weight class below him that wasn't even in the top 10. That got to move up and he got to fight for a catchweight. Didn't make the catchweight and got to fight for it anyway. It wasn't that. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, no.
And how do you want him to be the man when the man in that division doesn't want to fight him?
But look at this, AKU.
Because one guy at 160, there's no one at 160, so you have to bring a 154 guy. Come on.
But look, AKU.
You guys can't give him a pass for that.
But look at this.
You know who's in his division? The same manager, the guy that just fought. He just fought with Triple G.
Okay.
Why are we not asking for that fight? That's a fight. That's a makeable fight.
I'm asking for everybody to fight each other, but that includes Canelo, bro.
Exactly.
Canelo is in a position, not like everyone else, that he could literally fight whoever he wants. Okay.
Yeah.
So he has more control over what fights happen than everybody else,
especially the Charlos.
So you're saying Andre. He's ducking Charlo to fight 175 Kovalev?
It's a tactic, dude. That is a ploy that he's trying to pull off. But look, AKU, if he loses this fight to Kovalev, no one's gonna look at it. They're gonna come up with this bull crap of he dared to be great. He was at a disadvantage, and this is the reason behind that. He should be cleaning out through that division, and this is the only way to prove if somebody's pound for pound. He should be cleaning out the division of the two guys who everyone within the sport of boxing looks at as the truest threats. Anytime Canelo faces a true threat, he's moving around. The Charlos and follow him through the last division he was in, and he avoided them to move up and weight. And now they come up there with him. He's running away from this challenge, and now he's been bailed out by the WBC, who has also done the same thing to bail out Lomachenko. This is the matter of fact, and that's why Charlo happens to be a champion, and he's not ducking anyone.
Like here's my thing. I just want to say this. So you got to be careful with the Pandora's boxes that you open, because once you open a Pandora's box, bro, it's open. Right, so you can't tell me, you can't sit there and be, oh, who has Charlo fought? Oh, yeah. Why did he get a Canelo fight? Because what did Rocky Fielding do? Who did he fight? Like this was a regular champion. Who did he fight? And why did he get to fight Canelo? What did he do to get a fight with Canelo that Charlo hasn't done?
Okay, so is Charlo going to fight Canelo for that same amount of money that Rocky Fielding fought? I mean, you gotta be realistic. I mean, Charlo's not going to fight Canelo for $200,000.
So what are you trying to say? Is it a bigger risk for him? Is that what you're saying? What are you trying to say?
No, I'm saying he's not. There's budgets, and he's not going to be fighting. You know, I don't think that's a big fight, and I don't think he's going to be fighting for the same money as Rocky Fielding.
There's budgets. Okay, like here's my thing. Okay. They could make that fight happen, bro.
Easily.
Like this idea that but he's not going to fight for the same amount of money. Well, how much did Rocky Fielding make for that fight? Do you know?
Probably less than
No. I don't want to hear probablys. Do you know how much you made?
No.
Okay, so what are we arguing?
I'm sure there's a. What do you?
The thing is this, man. He could have stayed at 160 right now. He started off good, fought Triple G, who was the guy, with all the belts. He got those. He got the second win. First fight was a draw. Gets in there with Jacobs. Wins that belt. Then we seen Derevyanchenko. I mean, how come that fight didn't happen? And that was his mandatory.
I mean, look, here's the thing, right? Canelo already has a guarantee, bro. He already has a guarantee.
The zone, yeah, this is guaranteed money.
Now, let me put it this way: if Canelo said, "Okay, let's do it," and then they put it in public, hey, we offer Charlo $5 million to fight, and Charlo turns it down, then it's a totally different conversation. But that's not the conversation because the fight was never proposed.
Yeah, but why haven't people?
We can't presuppose the situation. It has to happen first.
Yeah, but how are you gonna get? How is Canelo gonna get credit for fighting Charlo when Charlo arguably lost against Corvo?
I don't know. I guess the same way he got credit for beating Khan, who had been knocked out by even my grandmother and shit. Okay, dude, Khan's been knocked out, dude. The welterweight division ran a train on Khan. Okay, then dude moves up, and we're supposed to take that win serious.
You making excuses for threats, man. You're trying to protect this fighter, and you're making excuses for when you see a challenge or a threat. And I'm pretty sure you didn't state any of these comments you're making when Canelo went to challenge Rocky Fieldhand.
No, like you can't be like. Here's my thing. He would get credit for beating Charlo. What do you mean?
Absolutely.
That would be a hell of a win.
We all gave him credit for the Jacobs fight too. That's a great win for him.
Yeah,
and it's a legacy fight. It's a legacy fight.
Who has he beaten? Like seriously,
But here's the thing, bro. Like, remember what we talked about with the Pandora's box? Canelo's fought dudes that are less impressive than Charlo. So it's not like Canelo's fighting through this murderous roll of fighters, and then like Charlo's just the bottom of the barrel or something. That's just not the situation.
Is Charlo better than Triple G? Even at the time that he fought? No, he's not. Okay.
No.
Is Charlo better than Rocky Fielding?
Arguably.
Oh wow.
He's better. He's better.
Oh wow.
And look,
Liam Smith.
Yeah, Liam Smith, bro.
Yeah, he is better than Liam Smith.
By the way, he made a fight with Liam Smith. They can't do a fight with Charlo.
And guess
this
what?
is the Pandora's box.
They fought that fight at Texas Stadium or Dallas Stadium where the Cowboys played. Man, there was like 40,000 people there for that. For Liam Smith. You tell me you can't do the same with Charlo?
Liam Smith, bro. Anyway, go ahead.
That's easy. That's easy money for Oscar, man. But we know what time it is, man.
In AKU, it's like this. You can't create the excuse of who has he fought. Charlo was rated in the rankings.
Max, seriously.
Charlo was in the rankings to challenge the dude. And I think he's been a mandatory for this guy.
I don't get this hype around Charlo. Like, he hasn't beat no one at 160. Arguably no one at 154.
Well, I mean, look, okay, dude. Here's the thing, right?
That's
who had Canelo beaten at 160 when he moved up to 160?
Nobody.
like you have to like these guys gotta fight you for you to say I beat somebody. Like, you know what I mean? We can't play this game of like these dudes don't want to fight him, but then they turn it around and they say, but he hasn't fought anybody.
It's not that these dudes don't want to fight him. It's that no one's asking for that fight. The media, no one's pushing for a Charlo versus Canelo.
Yes, they are.
And everybody was pushing for Liam Smith. Like, oh my God, we got to do the Liam Smith fight, guys. Like, we really got to do this fight. Okay?
We need that Rocky Fielding, bro. We need that Amir Khan.
Let me say this.
Rocky Fielding. Sweet Caroline. Rocky
Let me say this. AKU. Who did Triple G fight? Who did Triple G fight to get a Canelo fight?
No, Paul. You off that Taco Bell Wi-Fi, bro?
Whoa. No, Paul and Chief, I'm gonna go at it right now, bro.
No, I just think he needs to do. He needs to go what Boo Boo's doing. He's people already are asking for Boo Boo versus Canelo because he just beat a guy that fought against Triple G. So you gotta earn the fight like Boo Boo's doing, and I think Boo Boo has more shot of than Charlo. He should be next in line.
Who has Boo Boo fought? Come on, AKU. You trying to go with these safe bets. You want to avoid you trying to avoid him fighting these guys who have power to possibly knock him out and embarrass him. Who has Boo Boo fought?
Hey, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
All right. No, Paul, see if I could hear you. Go ahead, talk. I can't hear you, bro. Is your audio on?
Hit the mute button. No, Paul. Hit that mute button. No, Paul. Hit the mute button.
Talk now. I don't know what's going on. I cannot hear no Paul.
Hey, DStyle, can you hear me?
I could hear somebody. Who's that? AKU?
Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, okay.
No, Paul, we'll figure that out. Go ahead, AKU.
I have a question. You keep going like, what about this? What you keep giving whataboutism?
I didn't start the what about it. You did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
So
the conversation started as Canelo, and then you said, "Well, what about this? What about that?"
I don't recall that.
But go ahead, ask your question.
Okay, I was asking a question. Is a good performance from Charlo beating Dennis Hogan? You think that's going to earn him the Canelo fight?
Like I didn't know that like fighters are like on some show like American Idol where you got to put on a performance or earn something against Canelo. Like I just think that in boxing, all the top fighters should fight each other. That's what I think. And Charlo's one of the top 160-pound fighters in the world. Like it's not if Canelo's going to campaign at 160, if he's going to call himself a franchise champion. Okay, if he wants to prove he's undisputed, the best, the only way to, it's not, we can't think he's the best. We can't presuppose he's the best. He's got to prove it by beating these guys. That's how he proves he's the best.
Yeah, I agree. But do you agree that those other champions have proven more than what Charlo's done?
Which other champions?
What other champions? What other champions? Isn't doesn't Boo Boo have a champion?
Boo Boo has a championship.
The WBO.
But he's not fighting Boo Boo anyway either.
We don't know. We don't know who's gonna fight next.
And look, AKU, they all have titles. They're champions.
When you think he's gonna cherry pick, he comes off with Danny Jacobs out of nowhere or Kovalev out of nowhere. I mean, the Jews picked big fights.
Well, who did Danny Jacobs beat to get the Canelo fight then?
And I will never recall. Why is he avoiding the champions? He took the title from Triple G.
I keep going to the Pandora's box because I find that a lot of people that defend Canelo, they don't know a way around this, right? Anytime someone tells me, well, what has this guy done? Or does he bring money to the table? All I got to do is bring up Liam Smith and Rocky Fielding. Okay? Every time somebody questions the resume, I just got to bring up some of his opponents. Every time somebody brings up, this guy didn't look impressive against this guy, I just got to bring up Amir Khan. Right? Like, it's easy for me to do that. If, we could go back and forth. I just think it's simple. Yeah. He needs to fight the best in his divisions. That's not a lot to ask for.
And let me ask AKU this: why did Triple G? But AKU. But AKU, what did Triple G do to deserve
almost losing?
Hold on, can you hear Reggie? Because he's talking right now, though.
Can you hear me?
Shit, my bad.
Hey, can you hear me, AKU? I don't think he can hear me. AKU, can you hear me?
I can't hear Reggie.
Oh, he can't hear me. Hey, D-Style, ask him what did Triple G do to deserve his first title shot against Triple G? I mean, not against Triple G, but against Canelo, and ask him about his resume as well.
What did Triple G fight to earn a fight with Canelo?
Yeah. What did Triple G do to deserve that fight?
So the question is, what did Triple G do to earn a fight with Canelo is what Reggie's asking.
Just knocking out a bunch of top 10 160s, sending them to hell.
Give me some names.
Your boy Martin Murray.
Hey, my boy.
Okay. Your boy. What about Rubio? My boy Rubio. Gave him a
Rubio.
sledgehammer to the forehead.
Okay, Rubio. All right.
Pretty boy David Lemieux.
David Lemieux. Okay.
Sending him, stopping him. That was the first one we saw more of a jab Triple G.
All right, best fight. The best wants to come on, by the way. But go ahead and give us your final thoughts, AK, because we're gonna let some other people in right now.
Okay.
I'm giving you the final word. Go ahead.
Cool. I appreciate it. Couldn't really hear Reggie, or I heard Reggie, but I mean G-Funk, but I didn't hear Reggie.
Okay.
I'm not sure. 92 AKU. This is what I say to all those guys you just named right now.
Yeah, but
that don't cut it, bro. That don't cut it.
No. But the thing is, the difference between Triple G and a Charlo. Triple G knocks out those guys, those guys, bums. While Charlo goes 12. Well, Charlo goes 12 with Corbo, who got sent to hell from Andy Lee, and this guy Brian Adams. And I know
Triple G avoided Corvo.
If Brian Adams went 12 with Triple G, you guys would be saying he was trash. But now I hear, oh no, but Brian Adams is good though. Or no, Corbo is good though. Corbo just lost his next fight after the Charlo fight. He didn't get the rematch from Charlo. But you guys wouldn't say Charlo ducked him. But Corbo.
Dude, I know some career lightweights that Canelo didn't knock out, bro. Okay, like if we're gonna cherry pick, well, he didn't knock out this guy and that guy. Like, you know, it is what it is. But I mean, I hear you.
He knocked out the guys he's supposed to.
Right. That's our point. That's our point.
That's what Triple G does. That's what Triple G.
Well, we'll see that 92 AQ. That's our whole point. That's our whole point. He knocks out these guys that he's supposed to. But what makes you think
everyone does that?
But what makes you think he's gonna go up to 175?
Let's let Best Fight the Best in right here. What's going on, Best Fight the Best?
What's up, bro?
What's up, family? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man.
I said Canelo.
Yeah, it's an amazing conversation, man. I appreciate you letting me on. Amazing conversation, but I think I'm not sure who the gentleman is that's speaking, but I think he's a little bit fanboying it just a smidge. And he's not allowing the facts to actually be what the facts are. There's no way in hell that Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez is not a bum. Right? He's not a bum. Canelo Alvarez is a very good fighter.
Right.
And he's fighting Kovalev for a reason. He said, I don't care. I'm standing on my square. I hope I eat crow. I just see him knocking Kovalev out. Canelo Alvarez even came out today and said the reason why he was fighting Kovalev is because Andre Ward broke him. He said, I'm fighting this man because of what Andre Ward did to him. Those are his words, not mine. We are just going to completely overlook this and act like nothing never happened. No one's saying anything about nothing. We do not even care, not even talking about it. Nobody's even talking about it. But let this be any other fighter on earth. And everybody, but oh my gosh, this is so bad, this is so bad that. But this man, Canelo Alvarez, said today, I am fighting Kovalev because of what Andre Ward did to him. Now, moving past that, we're overlooking the fact that both the Charlos, Maul and Mill, were trying to fight him at 54. We're overlooking that. Not even going to talk about that. We're just moving right on the past that. We're moving past the fact that Canelo Alvarez ducked Demetrius Andrade, would not fight him until Demetrius Andrade lost the WBO title, and then he fought Liam for the same WBO title. No one is talking about that at all. Just going to move right on past that at all. He could have fought Demetrius Andrade for that belt. He chose not to. He waited until the man lost it and do the inactivity or whatever else bullshit he had going on, and then he fought Liam. Don't miss me talk about this guy's fighting top 10 competition because Jamal Charlo has been top 10 forever. He's been in top 10 in the 154 and he's top 10 in 160. Don't tell me he's fighting Rocky Field Slave House, and that means and Slave House is so much. Oh, he's barely Charlo is barely better than Slave House. Get out of here. Because if Charlo fought Rocky Fieldhand, you guys would be like, oh well, he's just fighting a bum. This guy, Rocky Fieldhand, is trash. Another bum on Charlo's resume.
Get
But
the
when it
trash
comes to
candy
Canelo,
style.
when it comes to Canelo, we start making excuses. We start making excuses about, oh, well, Canelo's the money man, so he can just fight anybody he wants. Man, fuck that. Excuse me. I don't know if you cuss at the channel, so I ain't gonna do that. But, bro, I don't care about this man's money. All right? I do not care about his money. I don't care. I don't understand why you guys care. You don't get not one red cent, not a penny. But yet you come in here with this money excuse about how, oh, this guy should take less money. I think Canelo's going to make you don't even know this man's finances. You have no idea what he's making. You have no idea what any of these guys is making. But that's the fallback excuse when you run out of excuses. Oh, well, Canelo's the money man. Well, is this guy going to take less to do this? Is this guy going to take? You don't know what these guys are willing to take. Make the man an offer and let's put it out in the public. And then we can say this guy turned down an offer that he was given. Then we have a conversation. But using this excuse before the excuse is even an excuse is pathetic to me, bro. This is like insane to me. You people are leaving out the fact that Bum Lofkin, and that's what I'm calling him, Bum Lofkin, because that's what he is, a straight up bum killer. Rubio, old as fuck. Lemieux, he did not have to fight that guy. But he did. I give him respect for fighting Lemieux because he got the IBF title, right? But don't tell me, okay, we're going to say Lemieux, and then don't say Dominic Wade. Don't tell me we're going to say Lemieux, and then don't come back and say whatever the fuck that bum-ass dude that he fought right after. Don't tell me, bro. Don't try to selectively pick fighters, bro. And then everything we do for a fighter that we don't like, we just, oh, well, look, we pick the guys, the lesser competition for a fighter that we don't like, and then we pick the higher competition for a fighter that we do. Stop it, bro. Because if you're going to talk about resume, then you need to talk about the entire resume. You need to talk about the entire thing. Canelo Alvarez is a very good fighter. I'm not taking nothing away from him. The man is skilled. The only thing, the knocks that I have about Canelo Alvarez is he ducked both the Charlos. Both of them. He wanted no smoke at 54. None at all. Ducked them both. Laura forced that fight. He wasn't trying to fight that dude. Floyd Mayweather forced him to fight Austin Trout. Forced him. People are acting like they don't, like this isn't happening. Canelo Alvarez didn't go fight Austin Trout. He fought on Floyd Mayweather's undercard. He told that man, if you want to fight me, no problem, fight Austin Trout on my undercard, and he did it. I'm maybe people are just
actually, Trout was not on undercard though.
Okay,
no.
maybe they are selectively remembering this. Floyd Mayweather told that man to fight. He told him to fight Austin Trout, and I will fight you.
Right,
he fought Austin Trout. That is a fact. All right, that's a fact.
Right.
I don't care what anybody says, because Canelo was not going to fight him. Now, he fought him all the same. I give him credit for beating that man, period. He got the credit for beating him. All right? He fought him and beat him. I'm giving him that credit. Again, this is not a shit on Canelo thing. This isn't. I'm just pointing out these things that people are selectively remembering. Just selectively. And I'm still picking him to beat Kovalev, because the man is fighting Kovalev for a reason, bro. You were one belt away from undisputed. One. All you had to do was fight Demetrius Andrade. That is it, bro. That's all you had to do. You was one belt away. Now, this is the same thing that Bum Lofkin did when Canelo told him to shut the fuck up and sit your bitch ass in the corner when he was trying to fight Billy Ho Saunders. People forget that too. When Bum Lofkin talking about, oh, I just want to be undisputed. We're not worried about the redhead. I just want undisputed, blah, blah, blah. And then Canelo said, okay, shut the fuck up and sit your bitch ass in the corner until I feel like fighting. And when I feel like it, then you can bring your punk pussy ass out and I'll beat the brakes off. And that's exactly what he did. Fake the injury, sitting his punk ass in the corner. Man, I don't give Bum Lofkin no credit, because Bum Lofkin, while we're talking about Charlo, he ducked Charlo. He could have fought Charlo and had the WBC title. He could have fought him with a WBC title. He chose to go to DAZN chasing Canelo. And Canelo told him to eat a dick. I'll fight you when I feel like it, if I feel like it. And you don't bring nothing to me. And he still went to DAZN and still ducked Charlo. Don't tell me Charlo ain't trying to fight anybody, because it takes two to make that fight. And Bum Lofkin completely said, I'm not going that route. I'm going the Canelo route. That is a fact. All right, that's irrefutable. That's the reason why he's on DAZN, because he's trying to fight Canelo for the third time. He don't want no smoke with Demetrius Andrade, because he could have fought Demetrius Andrade. He could be fighting Demetrius Andrade right now. Andrade called that man out. He don't want no smoke.
Check it out. Best fight the best. Check it out. I hear you on your point about him fighting Kovalev for a reason, right? But I think it's a miscalculated risk.
I hope so, bro.
Like I think him, like just the fact that if he's saying that he's fighting because he thinks Ward already broke him, I think he has another thing coming, bro.
But I swear, I hope you're right. I want to eat crow on this so bad, bro. I swear to you, I want to eat crow. Just like I wanted to eat crow on the Regis Portray Josh Taylor fight. I wanted to eat crow there too. I wanted to, bro. But styles make fights, man. And I saw what Yard was doing to that man. I saw, and now he eventually got to Yard. He eventually got to him, but Yard was hurting that dude. Yard was hurting him. And later Alvarez was headhunting. And later Alvarez could have beat him again in the rematch. All he was doing was trying to headhunt and try to replicate the punch that he got in the first fight. I just do not be surprised, bro. Do not be surprised. I hope and pray I am wrong. I just don't see it. I see Canelo stopping his boy.
So what do you see Canelo going in this fight doing to get on the inside? Because Kovalev can move. A lot of people get at that age, but
you're right.
He got a good jab too.
Kovalev has a very good jab, and a stiff, hard jab, right? But Canelo also has I think Canelo has superior head movement. Now Canelo does be gassing. He does gas, right? But once he gets inside, if he gets in and he takes rounds off, he's selective. All right, first off, let's keep it a buck, all right? Let's keep it a buck with everybody. We family talking. Canelo's already up on the scorecards, and the fight day hasn't even happened yet. Let's just keep it a buck. This man right now is up 3-0. He's up 3-0. He'll be up 4-0 in the ring walk. Now, so once he hits from round 2, when all the judges and not the judges, but the commentators are like, oh my God, Canelo is just destroying Kovalev, hard right hand, and he ain't even throw a punch. You know what I'm saying? When you start seeing all that, when you start seeing that and hearing that, then you're gonna know what's going on. And then they're gonna tell Kovalev, you need to knock the man out. About rounds 5, 6 ish, around that time, Kovalev's going to try to press the action. He's going to get caught with a body shot, and when he gets caught with a body shot, Canelo's going to pour it on. That's going to be the end of the fight. Not in that round, but it's going to be the beginning of the end. I see Canelo stopping this man. I'm not changing my stance. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not changing.
I kind of agree. I agree with most of what you just said. It's just, for me, I need more proof of this. And it hasn't happened in the past with Canelo. He's not knocking guys out at 160. He wasn't knocking guys out like that at 154. I mean, I agree he's going to be able to pot shot Kovalev at times. It's going to look flashy to the judges, to the crowd. And I do believe he is going to hit Kovalev to the body. I just don't think he's going to hurt him. I just don't think so. And I'm really interested to see how he's going to take Kovalev's punch, because although he does have good head movement, I agree with you on that. Sometimes he gets lazy defensively. Sometimes he'll just keep his hands up, keep his guard straight up. I can see Kovalev's jab piercing that guard. Kovalev likes to go around with those long right hands around the guard. I'm really curious to see how he's going to handle a punch from a true light heavyweight. And we saw what happened. I mean, I hate to keep bringing this guy up. He's a fucking bum, Chavez Jr., but we saw what happened to him. He was a weight bully his whole career. And when he moved up and fought Fonfora at 175, over. So I'm more interested to see how Canelo handles Kovalev's power more than Canelo. Than Kovalev handling Canelo's power. My mistake. Go ahead.
Can I say one thing right quick? I'm gonna give it to you, D. That's my bad.
Go ahead.
The beauty of what you just said, you are 100% correct, 1,000% correct. But the beauty of that is Canelo has a good ass chin, bro. Canelo's got a good chin, right? At
those divisions, though.
Now, when he takes that shot, how is Kovalev going to react to that? Because Bum Lufkin didn't react to it too well when he caught Canelo, and Canelo didn't go nowhere and told him, "Pussy nigga, you said you want to fight Mexican style, all right? So why the fuck you running, right?" And then the next thing that happened is, oh, you want a third fight? Okay, well, how is Kovalev going to handle that when he hits him? And I believe everything you just said, my brother. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to catch him, but when Canelo takes it, if he does, how is Kovalev going to react to it? Because he didn't react too well. He didn't react too well to a later Alvarez, and he started running his ass off. Even in the second fight when he actually won, he was running like a motherfucker.
Well, here's the thing. So one, I'm glad you brought that up. The reason we know Canelo has a good chin is because he gets hit. Okay, so we have a lot of people saying, "Oh, his defense is unbelievable. He's not going to get hit the whole fight." He has good defense, but he gets hit, and he is going to get hit. I get what you're saying, but that's a big if, bro. Like if Kovalev lands the same punch on Canelo that he landed on Ward off a counter, which is very possible, he's going to go down, bro. Because you know who else had a great chin, a granite chin? Chavez Jr. And when he moved up again, he couldn't take those punches anymore, right? Duran had a granite chin, moved up, Hearn hit him, went down.
Put him out. Yeah.
No, I'm not comparing, Kovalev to Hearn.
All facts.
All right, but so, and then not only that, it's not just a one punch, okay? It's going to be systematic. It's going to be the weight, okay? He's at a higher weight. He's going to have to be carrying that weight. The punches on the shoulders, the arms, around the ear, okay, the ones, the impact through the glove, all that's going to add up, plus the punches that land. Like, and Canelo likes to take those breaks in between rounds.
Facts.
Everybody walking around like Canelo doesn't take breaks in between rounds and shit, and we act like he just gets the ropes and like he's just inviting his opponent. No, he's tired. If he gets against the ropes against Kovalev, he's in trouble. All right.
But look at the range he has to cover to get on the inside. There's a lot of ground Canelo has to cover to avoid these shots. And what Canelo also does is we see him lay on those ropes a lot. And he does it to where he looks as if he's, using great movement and perfecting some type of rope-a-dope type craft. But what he's doing is he's catching a break. And what he's possibly doing is resting those legs. The weight that Kovalev can put on him inside the clinch is going to mean a lot. Canelo get in there. All Kovalev has to do is clinch him, lay some weight on him, start to tax those legs. That's what I was waiting for Danny to do. Put a little pressure on him, tax those legs. Once they reset it, now Canelo has to go about covering this ground again and avoiding these punches. Kovalev is good with both hands. He's very solid with the way he throws shots. He's going to shoot down to the body. He's also a body puncher, but it takes more than one shot to affect Kovalev's body. He's pretty strong to the body. It took Andre Ward to figure this out. Now, what Andre Ward was doing was ducking down there, almost boloing punches like a pitcher to the gut in order for them to have an impact. You have to have a critical point of impact to really affect him to the body. His body is not as weak as people state. It happened to be done by one of the perfectionists of this game. So, and the guy can take a punch. Kovalev, I think Canelo, in his avoidance of Charlo and taking on this fight because of what he's seen Andre Ward do some years ago, he's fooling himself. He's fooling himself as much as Mikey Garcia fooled himself, thinking he sees something. And I still see an old man who can still fight in Kovalev.
Look, man, even Ward was getting hit, like AJ said, in that second fight. You know what I mean? And look, Canelo is not as good as Ward defensively, guys. Okay, yes, Canelo could bob and weave and all that, and I'm not saying he's bad defensively.
He don't have the legs of Ward either.
He also can't manhandle this big dude like he's like Ward did. Ward manhandled this guy. Okay, like that's the thing. He was just stronger than Kovalev. And these guys can't comprehend that because Kovalev is a harder puncher than Ward, but Ward was stronger than him. All right. Now here's the thing, man. If this is war, right, you got to get past the archers, and the archers is that jab, and I think Canelo's going to have trouble getting through that jab. But to your point, this is a big if, okay, if Canelo takes a right hand from Kovalev, and he's like, that's all you got, and Kovalev's in trouble.
Yeah,
Fact.
Absolutely.
Fact.
Did Kovalev need to call Vada if he's taking these punches?
If I could chime in on what Reggie said about Andre Ward, the first fight we saw, because obviously Kovalev showed the power. He was able to the very first round, he hit him with a stiff, solid jab and knocked Andre Ward back, almost knocked him down. In the second round, he dropped him. But the rest of that fight, Ward was able to go back to his boxing, move around the ring, use his jab, and that was how he won that fight. The second time, and I just watched this fight the other day, just because, the Kovalev-Canelo fight's coming up. Those last 2 rounds before that stoppage, Ward literally just threw caution to the wind, man. I mean, he said, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to try to knock this guy out, man. And he had to take some shots to get in there to get to his body. I mean, as you can see, Ward, his face was more marked up that second time than the first fight. Because he walked through some shit to get in there, man. And it's still, man, I'm more confident in Kovalev taking Canelo shots than Canelo taking, than the other way around. You know what I'm saying? I feel more confident that Canelo's going to hurt, that Kovalev's going to hurt Canelo. I'm sorry, I keep confusing their names, but I'm more confident in that. But it can happen. This is boxing. We know it's the theater of the unexpected. We just never know. But I just feel like it's more likely that Canelo's going to get hurt once he gets hit with a clean shot from Kovalev.
So I want to just get to this really quick. AK, you've been quiet for a little bit. Do you have any final points you want to make, bro?
Yeah, sorry about that. I just realized I had the mic muted. I thought I was muted, but I guess,
I muted it because your phone was making like this weird noise, like all over and over again. But go ahead.
Oh shit, my bad. Yeah, no, I didn't have a Canelo by KO. I had Canelo by UD.
Right.
Decision. Man, I'm excited for this fight. I can see you guys make all good points. I can see it both ways. I can see Kovalev winning. I can see Canelo winning. I'm excited for this fight. And yeah, it was a good show, guys.
If I could ask everyone a question before, I know we're getting close to wrapping it up. Do you guys think that Canelo comes in around 175, or does he stay under?
He's going to be over 175 at fight night.
Or I mean, as far as the weigh-in, what do you think?
Oh, the weigh-in?
Yeah,
Probably at 173 or something like that.
Reggie?
Yeah, I say about 170.
What did he come in? What did he come in at when he fought Rocky Fielding? Did he come in at the full 168?
I don't know. We have to get AJ10 on that, but I think he did make 168. I think. What do you? Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I honestly, I think it'd be better for him to stay a little bit under. Fight night, he's probably going to be around 177, maybe. I mean, that's usually what he is. Anywhere between 175, 180, usually on fight night.
Yeah.
Kovalev's going to be a cruiserweight for sure. Damn near a heavyweight.
Look, man, a lot of people are going to pick Canelo at the weigh-in because he's going to look shredded and Kovalev's going to look like a fucking Skeletor and shit. But it'll be different the day of the fight because it's day before weigh-ins. Best fight, the best. Thanks for coming on, man. Any final thoughts, bro?
Nothing, man. I appreciate you letting me on, fam. It's always great. I was just listening to greatness, but I couldn't take it no mas, man. I had to jump in and I couldn't take it. Jump in and speak. But I appreciate the fellas. I appreciate everybody on the panel, man. Much love and respect to all you guys, man. Salute. I'm out. Peace.
Thanks for coming on, man.
All right, guys. So that is the show. Reggie, give us your final thoughts and tell everybody where they could find you.
Oh, yes, indeed. You guys can find me at Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. And once again, a great congregating with us. Everybody, once again, BFTB, AKU, No Paul, my brother G Funk, D Style, great congregating, great having this conversation on these fights. Man, it's always dope, man. Whether I'm on here with you guys or sitting back listening, I enjoyed everything being put out. Conversation rules the nation, and our conversation is boxing. So it's time to try to rule and get this thing put back into its proper perspective, keeping this game true. And that's all that I got on this one.
Make sure, by the way, you guys throw a jab before you go to that like button. All right? You guys slacking a little bit today, but it's okay. G-Funk, besides my Halloween spirit, what other thoughts do you have?
Well, I just want to say again, like I always do at the end of the shows, thank you to D-Style for having me on his platform. I do appreciate it. Reggie, always a pleasure talking with you as well. Shout out to 92 AKU and Best Fight the Best for and No Paul. Let's not forget about No Paul who joined in with us. Shout out to you guys, man, for coming on and getting this smoke in with us. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that tomorrow is the Halloween. So if you have kids, you're taking them out, make sure that they're safe. Check that candy, all that good stuff, But I'm ready, man. We got 2 good fights in boxing. There's going to be a good fight on UFC this weekend. Can't wait, man. Can't wait for this fight. Really anxious to see the result. And I'm ready for Monday's show, man. The aftermath, the Monday aftermath. I can't wait, man, because we're going to be talking about the results of these fights. And that's it, guys. Thanks for coming in and supporting everybody that super chatted. All the likes, and get them likes up, like D-Style said, man. Subscribe to the channels if you haven't. And that's it, man.
You never seen the Jason Shadow Box, have you? First time?
Oh man.
But anyway, check it out, guys. Thanks a lot for joining. Make sure you throw a jab. One more for a 30. Can I get one more like for a 30 right now? All right? Make sure you jab that like. All right? We'll get more on archive. It's all good. I want to say the following. Okay? There won't be a show tomorrow because I'm going to be busy tomorrow. It's Halloween and stuff like that. But so that's why we had Reggie and Chief Funk on the same show. We'll be back to the regular schedule, starting next week. Okay. Great stuff. But here's the thing. See this shirt? The Andy Ruiz Destroyer shirt. Okay. I said I would buy this if he won his last fight. So look, if Canelo wins, all right, D-Style will buy a Canelo t-shirt and wear it during the shows. Okay, I will become a Canelo fan, but I will have a Canelo t-shirt on, like Chicano Prophet does. I have like a t-shirt on and stuff like that. Right? So I'll do that because I'm pretty confident on my pick. Okay, that's right. Right. With that said, right. This is DStyleBoxing. What do we say, guys?
Just keep it boxing.
Keep it boxing.
Halloween. Oh, no, I got it wrong.
You got it wrong this time.
Keep it murder. No, okay. Keep it boxing, guys. We're out. Peace.